So last night my husband asked me what would I do if I only had an hour left to live. I thought about it for a second and then I said, well, first I'll call my mom, my dad, and my siblings, and then I'll call my besties and tell them goodbye. And then after that I'll probably spend the rest of the time with you. He said, now that was so predictable, you couldn't come up with anything better? And at that point I was annoyed. I said, okay, and how about you? What would you do? He looked at me and then he said, well, that's very simple. With my last hour left on earth, I'll probably just make love to you. And after he said that, there was a strong 20 seconds of silence. We were just staring at each other. And finally he broke the silence. He said, well, are you going to say anything? And I was confused. I said, what do you mean? I asked you what would you do if you only had an hour left to live. And that's when he said, what do you mean? I literally just answered your question. I just started laughing. And then I was like, I heard what you said, but why are you keeping me in suspense? He said, huh? Now I really don't know what you're talking about. That's when I looked at him and then I said, what do you mean you don't know what I'm talking about? What would you do with the remaining 56 minutes?